Understanding food labels. Can you remember the last time you made bolognese sauce from scratch? Or barbecued some homemade burgers? No, neither can I. In today's fast-paced society, time really is of the essence, and our food choices are subconsciously driven by factors such as convenience and simplicity. From takeaways to supermarket ready-made meals, we all rely on foods produced outside the home. As consumers, we have no control over the nutritional composition of these foods. However, we can control the options we choose, thanks to the food label. Food companies can't just put what they like on food labels. There are strict legislations in place to ensure that we as customers are fully informed on the product that we are buying. Manufacturers must provide a name which outlines precisely what their product is. For instance, Cocoa Pops are chocolate-flavoured toasted rice, with the key word being flavoured, meaning not actual chocolate. Next up is shelf life. You will either find used by or best before. Use by dates are used for perishable goods, so milk, fish, and meat. We should not consume foods after the use by date. Best before is a guide, and you should visually check foods before to ensure they are edible. You will also find instructions on how to store and prepare foods somewhere on the packaging. We should all be familiar with the next two, the ingredients list and allergens. The ingredients list must include all ingredients in descending order of weight, with any allergens highlighted to ensure they catch your eye. You may notice that some packagings have nutritional information along with the recommended portion size. These are called reference intake labels. Their aim is to provide you with the nutritional information of a product at a glance. The RI labels flag up nutrients that we eat too much of. This includes fat, saturated fat, sugar, and salt. It's important to note that there are RI labels for all nutrients. I will talk through this later on in my tips. Don't be alarmed if you don't see a front of pack RI label. They are not compulsory, but best practice. If you can't find one, just flip the pack and you'll find the back of pack nutritional label. This will be displayed as a grid or panel and will provide more information than the front of pack RI label, including carbohydrates, protein, and fiber. All nutritional information will be expressed per 100 grams. However, some manufacturers go that extra mile and provide nutritional composition per portion. As a general population, we have a distorted concept of portion size and generally consume portions much larger than recommended. So tip 1, look at the manufacturer's recommended portion size. This, along with the weight of the product, will allow you to identify how many portions you are purchasing. You might be surprised at the recommended portion size of chocolate, especially a bar, which we normally associate for one. It's estimated the average adult should consume around 2,000 calories per day. Therefore, my second tip is to use the calories per portion to keep track of your calorie intake throughout the day. This will help you make healthier choices. For instance, if you were to have a heavy lunch, it might influence you to have something lighter for supper. The RI labels will show you energy measured per 100 grams and per portions in both calories and kilojoules. In the UK, we use calories. Using energy per 100 grams is a good way of comparing similar products' energy content. However, it's not just about energy. It's sometimes better to pick a product higher in energy, if lower in fat, saturated sugar, and salt, as the extra energy would be provided from a healthy source, such as carbohydrates. So tip 3, look at the whole nutritional label. Some RIs are color-coded to traffic lights. Fat, saturated fat, sugar, and salt are given a red, amber, or green grading depending on the quantities found in per 100 grams, making it easier to compare similar products. If a nutrient is in high amounts, it will be color-coded red, if moderate, amber, and if low, in green. Which brings me to tip 4, green means go. We should be aiming to have a diet that consists mainly of greens and ambers. However, tip 5, red does not mean no. Remember, it's all about balance. In some cases, there can be nutritional benefits of consuming these foods. For instance, cheese, which is high in fat but a vital source of calcium and protein. When selecting red graded products, ensure you stick to the manufacturer's recommended portion size. Reference intake labels are incredibly useful in helping us achieve a balanced and healthy diet. However, it's important we don't become obsessed with them. Remember, it's all about balance, so enjoy your food and give yourself a treat, but remember to keep the RI labels in mind. We are ESS.